అలాగే ఎలక్ట్రానిక్ కాన్ఫిగరేషన్ గురించి ఆల్రెడీ డిస్కస్ చేసాం. ఇప్పుడు ఎలక్ట్రానిక్ కాన్ఫిగరేషన్ అనేది 3 ప్రిన్సిపల్స్ మీద డిపెండ్ అవుతుంది. వన్ ఈజ్ ఆఫ్ గో ప్రిన్సిపల్, సెకండ్ వన్ ఈజ్ ఫండ్స్ రూల్, థర్డ్ వన్ ఈజ్ పౌలీస్ ఎక్స్క్లూజివ్ ప్రిన్సిపల్. Already we discussed the Above principle. What is Above principle means? Electron occupies the orbital whose energy is least. అంటే లీస్ట్ ఎనర్జీ ఉన్న ఆర్బిటాల్లోనే ఎలక్ట్రాన్ ఫస్ట్ ఆక్యుపై అవుతుంది. ఎగ్జాంపుల్ హైడ్రోజన్ అటామిక్ నెంబర్ is 1, కాన్ఫిగరేషన్ is 1s1. Because 1s is the least energy level compared to the remaining orbitals. That is Above principle. And the second definition is Above principle. Electron occupies the orbital whose n plus l value is less. That means in terms of the quantum numbers, electron occupies the orbital whose n plus l value is less. What is n? Principal quantum number. L means angular momentum quantum number. Okay, that also discussed in the last class. Today we start the Hund's rule. What is meant by Hund's rule? Hund's rule means pairing of electrons takes place only after available degenerate orbitals are occupied by one electron each. You know very well the maximum number of electrons in an orbital is 2 only. S orbital means 2 electrons. P orbital, it consists of 3 degenerate. That's why each orbital 2 means 2 plus 2 plus 2. D orbital, it consists of 5 degenerate. So 5 degenerate means each orbital to total 10 electrons. Okay, here Hund's rule. That means suppose this is an orbital. In this orbital, one electron is like this, another electron like this. That means one is in the clockwise, another one is in the anti-clockwise direction. This is the pair. Here Hund's rule says pairing of electrons takes place. This pairing, electron pairing takes place only after available degenerate orbitals are occupied by one electron each. First of all, one electron filled in the degenerate orbitals, then only pairing takes place. This is the Hund's rule. To take one example for this. Nitrogen atomic number 7. Configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p3. In the orbital formation, this is the 1s, this is the 2s, two px, 2py, 2pz. These three are degenerate orbitals. What are degenerate? You know very well, degenerate means orbitals having the same energy are called degenerate orbitals. P orbital consists of 3 degenerate, that means px, py, pz. Nitrogen atomic number 7, it consists of 7 electrons. First electron goes into 1s orbital of k shell. 1s orbital means this is the k shell, because 1s is the least energy level. And second electron goes into same 1s, because there is no degenerate for s orbital. S orbital means there is no degenerate. And third electron goes into 2s orbital. 1s completely filled means next orbital is 2s, so third electron goes into 2s. Here also 2s orbital there is no degenerate. That's why fourth electron occupies in the same 2s. Fifth electron goes into 2p orbital. 2p means that consists of three degenerate px, py, pz. Here these three are having same energy. That's why electron occupies any one of these p orbital. Suppose the fifth electron goes into 2px. Let it be 2px. Next, sixth electron. This is the fifth electron. Sixth electron goes into either 2py or 2pz, but not pairing takes place in the 2px. అంటే సిక్స్త్ ఎలక్ట్రాన్ ఇక్కడ పేరింగ్ జరగదు. ఈ రెండింటిలో దేంట్లో దాంట్లో ఆక్యుపై చేస్తుంది. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, సపోజ్ we accept that sixth electron goes into 2py. Let it be 2py. Next, seventh electron. Seventh electron occupies in the 2pz only. It is not pairing takes place in the 2px or 2py. That means seventh electron goes into like this. Here 1s means K shell, 2s means L shell. This is 2p also, 2px, 2py, 2pz. This is also L shell. This is a example for Hund's rule. Hund's rule means here pairing of electrons takes place only after available degenerate orbitals are occupied by one electron each. In this nitrogen, 2p consists of three degenerate. Each electron occupied in this degenerate, then only pairing takes place. Another example is oxygen. Atomic number is 8. Configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p4. The same way 1s, 2s. Next one is 2p. 2px, 2py, 2pz. How the 7 electrons filled in the nitrogen? Here also same. First electron 1s, second electron pairing takes place in the same 1s, third electron 2s of L shell, fourth electron goes into the same 2s, fifth electron 2px, sixth 2py, seventh 2pz. In the same way 7 electrons are filled. Eighth electron, atomic number 8 means 8 electron. Eighth electron goes into one of these 2px, 2py, 2pz. But out of these three, first occupied is 2px, so pairing takes place in the same 2px. అంటే మనకి 3 ఆర్బిటాల్స్ 3 degenerate లో ఫస్ట్ ఎలక్ట్రాన్ ఆక్యుపై చేసి 2px అనుకున్నాం కాబట్టి in the same orbital only 8th electron pairing takes place. So the configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2px2, 1s2, 2s2, 2px2, 2py1, 2pz1. This is the correct configuration of oxygen. Suppose nitrogen configuration means 1s2, 2s2, 2px1, 2py1, 2pz. This is the Hund's rule. Okay, next one is Pauli's exclusive principle. Pauli's exclusive principle means electron no two electrons will have the 4 quantum numbers same. Pauli's principle means no two electrons will have the 4 quantum numbers same. That means A2 electrons kuda 4 quantum numbers same ga unnadi. That means in an orbital, you take any 2 electrons, these 2 electrons 4 quantum numbers are not same. For example, helium atom. Helium atomic number is 2, configuration is 1s2. Here 1s, 1 electron like this, second electron like this. 1s2. Take the quantum numbers. Quantum number n, l, ml, ms. first electron, this is second electron. See this 1s orbital. 1s orbital consists of 2 electrons. One electron is upward direction, that means clockwise. Another electron is downward, that means anti-clockwise. This is the first electron, second electron. First electron, this is in 1s orbital. So n value is 1. For second electron also, same orbital means n value 1. What about L? Angular momentum quantum number. L value actually starting from 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. That means 0 means s orbital, 1 means p orbital, 2 means d orbital, 3 means f orbital, and so on. So L value 0 means s orbital. Here first electron is in s orbital means L value is 0. Second electron also same one as L value is 0. And what about ML? ML means maximum value of ML is 2L plus 1. Suppose L value 0 implies ML is equal to 2 into 0 plus 1 is equal to 0, 1. So that value is 0. But that value is 0. So first electron ML is 0, second electron also 0. What about MS? MS means spin quantum number. Electron is in the upward direction, the spin quantum number is plus 1 by 2, clockwise spinning. Suppose electron in the downward direction, that is anti-clockwise direction, that value is minus 1 by 2. By comparing these 4 quantum numbers, here 3 quantum numbers are same. N principal quantum number, L angular momentum quantum number, ML magnetic quantum number. These 3 values are same for first and second electron. Whereas MS value both are different. This explains Pauli's exclusive principle. Here Pauli's exclusive principle means no 2 electrons will have the 4 quantum numbers same. Here 4 electrons ki 4 quantum numbers same ga unnao. For example, you take helium. Helium atomic number is 2. It consists of 2 electrons. Configuration is 1s2. Here 1s means one electron is upward, another electron downward. Upward means clockwise, downward means anti-clockwise. By calculating these NL, ML and S, MS, N, L, ML values are same for first and second electron. Fourth quantum number is different. So this verifies Pauli's exclusive principle. Okay, next one is big wave. What is meant by electromagnetic wave? Electromagnetic wave means the wave propagating perpendicular to the both electric and magnetic fields is called electromagnetic wave. The diagram of this electromagnetic wave is like this. This is x-axis, this is y-axis, this is z-axis. This is the electromagnetic wave direction. Suppose x-axis and y-axis both are perpendicular to each other. Already you know. Third axis is z-axis. This z-axis is perpendicular to both x and y. The angle between x and y is 90. The angle between y and z is 90, and x and z are 10. It is not possible to draw like this. Means you can draw like this z-axis here. X and z-axis are perpendicular. Z and y-axis also perpendicular to each other. Okay. Suppose in the y-axis One wave is magnetic field. Oscillating magnetic field is in this y-axis direction. Oscillating electric field is in this z-axis direction. One wave is magnetic field, another wave is oscillating electric field. By combining of these two waves, the resultant wave is direction is like this. That means the resultant wave is called electromagnetic wave. This wave is propagating perpendicular to both electric and magnetic waves. What are the important features of electromagnetic wave is the propagation of wave is perpendicular. First point is the propagation of electromagnetic wave is perpendicular to the direction of oscillating electric and magnetic waves. Second one is speed of electromagnetic wave is 3 into 10 power 8 meters per second. These are the two important points of electromagnetic wave. The wave direction is perpendicular to both magnetic and electric waves. Second one is the speed of electromagnetic wave or velocity of electromagnetic wave is 3 into 10 power 8 meters per second. This is the speed of light. Speed of light is also same. That means 3 lakhs kilometers per second. Okay, next one is then what are they? Types of electromagnetic waves. Here first one is visible spectrum. Visible spectrum. Visible means you can see the spectrum with the naked eye. For example, sometimes we can see the rainbow in the sky. Rainbow means that is called visible spectrum. Formation of rainbow. Second one is IR, infrared spectrum. Third one is microwaves. Fourth one is radio waves. Fifth one is UV, ultraviolet. Sixth one is X-rays. Seventh one is gamma rays. These are all different types of electromagnetic waves. Here visible spectrum already you know, formation of rainbow is an example for visible spectrum. What is meant by spectrum? Spectrum means what? Spectrum is in the Bohr's atomic model already you know when electron emit the energy that forms a line in the spectrum. That means in the photographic plate number of that lines are grouped together to form a spectrum. Here spectrum means group of wavelengths or group of frequencies is called spectrum. Here visible spectrum means rainbow. This is example for continuous spectrum also. That means 7 colors are observing without any boundaries, particular boundaries. So this is the continuous spectrum or visible spectrum. Here infrared. Infrared means this is another type of electromagnetic wave. Generally infrared, so many uses are there in infrared. We can see the night without lighting, we can see the objects in the night time. Microwaves. Microwave means nowadays these microwaves are very useful. Microwave ovens and so many communication signals are passing along with microwaves. These are all microwaves. Fourth one is radio waves. Radio waves means already you know the radio waves before coming to this communication system, before is radio waves. We can send the messages without any problem. That means we can send the messages to all distances without any struggle. That is radio waves. Fifth one is ultraviolet waves. You know very well ultraviolet. Ultraviolet means these are all very harmful to the human beings and plants also. These ultraviolet rays are coming from the sun protecting by this ozone layer. Ozone layer protecting from harmful ultraviolet rays. This ozone layer is above the atmospheric layers. They protect from the ultraviolet rays. Most of the ultraviolet rays are absorbed in this ozone layer only. Only some rays are allowed. Next one is X-rays. X-rays means the scientist Röntgen invented these X-rays. These are two types of there: soft X-rays and hard X-rays. X-rays, so many uses are there to identify the bone fractures and cracks of the metals or any instruments or machines. That is by using this hard X-rays and soft X-rays. Gamma rays means in the atom bomb or some elements having higher energy, that means more number of neutrons, higher energy are there, that is uranium, radium, like this. These are all releasing radioactive rays. In these radioactive rays, three types of rays are there: alpha, beta, gamma rays. These alpha, beta are not harmful. Only gamma rays are very harmful to this. This gamma rays moving along with the speed of light. That means 3 into 10 power 8 meters per second. That is the speed of light in vacuum or any air wave. These are the types of electromagnetic waves. These 7 waves are moving with speed of light in vacuum or air. These are the electromagnetic waves. What is electromagnetic wave? The wave propagating perpendicular to the oscillating and electric field is called electromagnetic wave. The important points of electromagnetic waves are two. One is the propagation of wave is perpendicular to the direction of oscillating electric and magnetic fields. Second one is the speed of electromagnetic wave is 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second. How many types means 7 types are there. Each electromagnetic wave have particular wavelength. These are all discussed in the higher classes. These are all common properties, these 2 points. That means perpendicular to both electric and magnetic fields, and speed is 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meters per second. That is the speed of light in vacuum or air.